Belfast truly surprised us. We knew the history, but we didn't expect the welcome. We did 5 activities that, we feel, capsulized Belfast for first-timers, like us. We're off to Belfast Port of Call. I'm Troy, and this is the Port Lowdown. Belfast is the capital of Northern Ireland, 103 miles north of Dublin. So first, the basics. You land in an industrial port. Indeed, Belfast is famous as a major port of commerce. The terminal is one large, closed structure with a tourist info desk, promotional displays, souvenir shop, and a free phone for calling taxis. The rest of the area is a huge parking lot. Since walking from here to the center of town will take about 1.5 hours, you need a ride. Taxis are the most typical, but Uber is available here. Or take the shuttle bus to the town center at Donegal Square.
And that's usually arranged by the cruise company. Today, while we are Regal Princess, it's about $15 a round-trip ticket per person. We find out that it's actually pretty worth it if this is, for a group of 2. Especially because the Uber from downtown back to your ship is about £15 a lead. But if you are more than 2 people, it might be actually cheaper just to take Uber. Plus, it allows you to, of course, go to one point and the other.
Now, once you're in the center of town, you're right at the first 2 highlights. Number 1, the Visit Belfast Tourist Information Office. The shuttle bus drops you off directly in front. This place is huge. Interactive displays grouped into sections, whole libraries of pamphlets featuring attractions and services. This place also serves as a modified interactive museum of sorts. Plus a big gift shop. Frankly, I haven't seen a tourist info office this extensive anywhere. This is the obvious first stop if you have nothing planned yet. Everything the city has to offer, and I do mean everything, should be here with a large, helpful staff to sort it out for you. No public restrooms, however. By the way, this is a major meeting point in the city, and most independent tours will meet you somewhere in this area if you didn't arrange a pickup at the port. Number 2, Belfast City Hall. Now, walk across the street to the city's Grand City Hall, affectionately referred to by the locals as the wedding cake. It's free to enter and tour inside this grand building. What stands out is the ground floor museum, which gives a wonderful overview of Belfast's history. They even have free guided tours. Now, for a free museum, it's actually larger than I expected and covered quite a lot of subjects. I could easily get lost here for an hour. And yes, there are free bathrooms as well. The outside is also beautiful and worth a relaxing benchside rest or a stroll. Number 3, Cab Tours Belfast. One of the most eye-opening experiences we had was touring the still divided neighbourhoods of Belfast and their famous murals. Northern Ireland is part of the UK, which saw 30 years of sectarian violence between Protestant loyalists supporting the British Crown and Catholic nationalists who wished to unite with the rest of Ireland. Since peace was reached in the 1998 Good Friday Agreement, Belfast has been slowly recovering into what is now a dynamic and welcoming destination to visit. Part of this recovery was the creation of Black Cab Tours to educate visitors. We booked our tour with Cab Tours Belfast, which comes pretty highly recommended. This is a deeply moving experience that requires some respectful distance. These are, after all, still places where people live, work, and remember. The divisions of loyalist and Catholic neighborhoods are still set. Memories are still raw. The tour stops at various points in these neighborhoods, and the murals proclaim their positions with fervent urgency. This loyalist shooter was painted to follow you as you change your view. Now you might get a loyalist or Catholic guide on your tour, but you'll get someone who lived it. It's a rare opportunity. You'll also be handed pens to inscribe on the peace wall. Add your message of hope to the others, that someday walls will come down. Number 4. St. George's Market. Back near town center is the city's oldest and grandest market, active since the late 19th century. This one is huge, really huge. Come for the food, but stay for the shopping. A hodgepodge of hats, artisan works, used goods, foodstuffs, and good old-fashioned bric-a-brac. All local, a great snapshot of a city alive with creativity. Plan at least an hour here, longer if you plan to eat, which you really should. Only problem is finding a seat. The dining area is pretty small and you need to be patient and perhaps a bit assertive to grab a small table. Still, look at the size of these crepes. Take your time here, it's worth it. And take something home. We got hats and we proudly wear them still. By the way, if you're enjoying our Belfast video, hit us up with a like. And consider subscribing. We put out port of call reports, ship tours, and other helpful stuff every week. Please help our channel to grow. Thank you. And number 5, Titanic Belfast. This museum is often cited as Belfast's top attraction, if not the top Titanic museum anywhere. Belfast built the Titanic and launched her from this spot where the museum stands today. And inside, you follow a chronological display path through the origins of the ship's creation, with emphasis on design and construction, life on ship, its fate, and lessons learned. All beautifully designed and immersive. Now, going through sometimes feels like a theme park ride, and the crowds can be heavy. But the scale of the museum and the depth of detail you get makes this an essential visit, even if you're not a full-on Titanic fan. This one needs to be booked ahead of time, as tickets will sell out. The ship's story is fundamental to understanding the city's history and the people who worked its docks and factories. Cruise ship ports of call are always too short, and we barely scratch the surface of all the things Belfast can offer. We can't wait to come back. What are your thoughts on Belfast? Let us know in the comments.